What if I told you that the real secrets to building wealth, well, they weren't cooked up on Wall Street or in some Silicon Valley startup? What if they're actually like 4,000 years old, from the very cradle of civilization?
I know, it sounds kind of crazy, right? But think about it. All the money stress we feel today, the debt, trying to save up, that car repair that comes out of nowhere, those aren't new problems. People have been dealing with that stuff forever. Turns out, human nature hasn't really changed much. And you know what else hasn't changed? The basic rules of money.
And that's exactly why we're looking back at Babylon. I mean, this place became legendary for being just ridiculously wealthy. But here's the kicker. It wasn't because they were sitting on a bunch of gold mines or anything. Nope. Their secret was that the everyday people there, they just got it. They understood the basic, timeless principles of how to make money and, more importantly, how to keep it. They basically proved that these rules work for anyone, anywhere, at any time. All right, so the Babylonians boiled all this wisdom down into a few really simple, powerful laws. Let's start with the first couple, which are all about mastering your money flow. And trust me, this is the absolute foundation. You can't build anything without this. Okay, check this out. This is probably their most famous piece of advice, pulled right from their ancient writings. It sounds a little old-fashioned and poetic, I get it. But what it's really getting at, man, it's the single most important financial habit you could ever build. And here's what that really means in plain English. Pay yourself first. That's it. Before the landlord, before the grocery store, before Netflix gets a single penny, you get paid. You take at least 10% of every single dollar you earn and you put it away for yourself. And look, this isn't just savings. Think of it like seed corn. It's the little bit you set aside to plant your entire financial future. And that leads us right into the second law, which is all about controlling your spending. The Babylonians were smart. They knew that our list of wants is basically endless, right? There's always something new to buy. But here's the secret. Wealthy people don't just, crush all their desires. They just get really clear on the difference between what they truly need and what they just kind of want. And once they know the difference, they are absolutely ruthless about prioritizing. Okay, so once you've got that cash flow under control, now the fun part begins. It's time to put that money you've saved to work. This next big idea is all about planting your gold, as they called it, so it can multiply all on its own. And then, of course, you gotta protect what you've grown. So law number 3 is to make your gold multiply. And the way they did it is with what we now call compound interest. It's like a kind of magic, seriously. It's a super simple cycle. Step 1, your money earns a little bit more money, right? Step 2, you just leave that extra bit in there. And then step 3, your now slightly bigger pile of money earns even more money. It's this amazing snowball effect that just gets bigger and bigger, faster and faster over time. And this is why starting early is everything. I mean, look at this. The person who gets going at 25, they end up with more than double the money of someone who waits just 10 years to start at 35. That's insane, right? It just goes to show you, your single biggest advantage isn't some secret stock tip. It's not about timing the market, it's about time in the market. The more time you have, the better. But listen, growing all that money doesn't mean a thing if you can't hang on to it. So law number 4 is all about guarding your treasure from loss. And you want to know something wild? The scams people fell for back in Babylon are the exact same scams we see today. You know the type. Promises of ridiculously high returns with zero risk. Or that cousin who tells you to put all your money into this one can't miss thing. Yeah, those are timeless traps. Remember the number 1 rule of investing? Don't lose the money. All right, on to the final pillar. If the first 4 laws were about building good habits, these last 3, well, this is where you build your financial fortress. We're talking about a solid, permanent structure that's designed to protect you and your family from, whatever crazy stuff life decides to throw at you. So think of this fortress as having 3 key parts. First, you've got the foundation. And what's that? It's your ability to earn money. Seriously, investing in your own skills is the single best investment you will ever make. Then you have the walls. These are the profitable things you own, like a business or even your own home. And finally, you have the watchtower. That's your plan for the future, making sure you have money coming in long after you've decided to stop working. But let's talk about those walls for a second, specifically your home. The Babylonians were big fans of owning your own place. But you know what they'd be absolutely horrified by? This modern trap we call being house poor.
You know what I'm talking about. It's when your house payment is so huge that you can't actually do any of the other stuff, like saving that 10% or investing. Your home is supposed to be a fortress wall, right? A source of security. It should never be a financial prison.
So there you have it. We've gone back 4,000 years and dug up these incredible, timeless truths about money. But you know what? Knowing this stuff is totally useless if you don't do anything with it. So let's make this real. Let's talk about what you can do like today, right now.
Okay, here is your super simple action plan. Week 1, your only job is to set up that automatic transfer to pay yourself first. I don't care if it's just 1%. Seriously, the amount doesn't matter yet. Building the habit is everything, okay? Week 2, just track where your money is going. Don't judge it, just be aware of it. And then week 3, open an investment account. Put in $10. Just get it open. The most important thing is just to start.
Because at the end of the day, that's the whole secret. That's the whole shebang right there. Building wealth isn't about some lucky lottery ticket or a hot stock pick. It's about these tiny, consistent actions that over time compound into absolutely enormous results. The steps are so simple, almost boringly simple. But the real magic? It's in the consistency. So I'll leave you with this final thought. These ideas, they aren't new. They've been sitting there, waiting for 4,000 years. They worked for the richest people in the ancient world, and I promise you, they will work for you. The only real question left is, when does your journey begin?